So I feel pretty depressed. The event that I was just working really hard for, my triathlon, is done. Thank you for watching that video. If you did, I will link it above and below in case you missed it. But I'm taking it out on a blue belt today because my event's over and I feel bad about that. And my big jiu-jitsu match got canceled. So in this video, we're gonna talk about 5 ways you can fight off post-event depression and post-event blues, and so you don't have to beat up a guy like Preem. Let's get to it. There are a lot of strategies that can help you feel better if you're feeling down after an event finishes. I think the most important one is just to get right back at it and get on to the next thing. This one for me is actually, I think, the most important one, which is why it's so high up on this list and why I might seem like I'm in a better mood today. And it's not just because I got a haircut, it's because I am, if all things go according to plan, I am going to go to Vegas in August to compete at the World Masters. I'm super excited to have something booked and on the calendar and to get training for over the next 12 weeks. So make sure you subscribe so you see all the videos in the lead up to that, because I'll do a training blog like every single week. But if you can, get something booked as soon as you can after your event, and that will help you feel better. While we're looking forward, I think it's important not to dwell too much on the past, sort of like I'm seen doing right here. Sometimes after an event, especially a jiu-jitsu tournament or a jiu-jitsu match, with a win or a loss, it can sort of like infect our brain if things didn't go well. And I think you can look at it in 2 ways. You can look at it as something to be really down about, that things didn't go well and you're unhappy about that, or you can look objectively at the things that didn't go well and use those as information for the next time to improve, to do things better, to do things differently, and to take that intel and apply it in a way that's useful and not just pouting about it. I've had lots of tournament experiences where I wish things had gone differently and I wish I would have reacted differently in the moment, and then I've prepared myself for the next tournament to know that those things might happen and to have a strategy for how to handle them rather than just being bummed that they happen. If things happen, use that information to help you be better next time. At the same time, I think it is okay to celebrate a win and celebrate the things that you are proud of and that went right. I have long said the greatest high in the world is having a referee raise your hand after winning a jiu-jitsu match, and I will continue to chase that dragon for the rest of my life. But I do think you need to look back momentarily. It's like Babe Ruth said, you can't win today's games with yesterday's home runs. It's the same thing in any other sport. You can't dwell so much on the wins that it affects your performance negatively in the future. Reminisce, but don't spend too much time there. If you've been training for something and preparing for something that's important to you, you probably have a training plan and a schedule and a routine. And honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about long preps for events, is having that structured training, following that plan, and doing the best I can to prepare myself for an event. And that's part of why I've had the blues about this event being done, is that I'm not in a big structured training plan right now. However, I do think it's important to keep to that routine as much as possible, meaning you should still be training. You should still be on the mat. If you lose a jiu-jitsu tournament on Saturday and you normally train on Mondays, go train on Monday. You don't have to train with the same intensity. You don't have to do 1,000 rounds and push the pace, but just being on the mat, it's a good way to shake out some of that post-event blues, some of that down feeling you have that your event is over. Just get back to doing your normal schedule, follow your normal routine. And anytime that you are training, it's time you're not sitting at home doing all of those mental things I just warned you not to do. So get back to it. And since you're getting back to it, you should do new things. I know that for me, especially as I'm getting closer to an event, I stop worrying about learning new things. As bad as that sounds, I really focus in on my A game. I have a jiu-jitsu match and I'm focusing on the things that I know I want to do, the things I know I'm worried about. I'm focusing in on those things. And what I try to do is I try to keep notes through a prep in my phone of all of the things that I see that I want to learn, that I want to improve, but it's just not the right time right now because I'm focusing on my A game for competition. Now that the competition is done, go back to those things that you wanted to learn. Look at your notes and run through all of the things that you sort of put off to the side while you're prepared for this big event. It's a good distraction, but also it's a good way to have you motivated to go train because you're excited to learn new things. Try some new stuff. So there you have it, 5 ways to fight off the post-event blues. I hope this helps you. I hope that it's not something you have to deal with, but if you do, then here you go. I'm glad to help. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way you can see all the videos I will put out in the lead up to Masters Worlds. Try to do a video every week about a different topic about the prep, so please subscribe for that. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.